feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal, I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubted for a minute, trying to get another win.
It is almost 1 in the PM right now, and we gonna head to the gym this morning, and I'm just gonna tell you this because this is what happened. So if you don't like it, shh. This morning, I don't know how to turn off the damn ringer on my phone, in my house phone. So the ringer was going off. I was getting calls from whatever, and then I was trying to take a little nap on the couch, and the pesticide dude was here doing things, which means the dogs were barking. Okay. So that's just what happened. I'm not whining, I'm not complaining. I'm explaining what happened, and I'm allowed to do that, okay? I'm allowed. And all you haters can hate away, and I'll just frickin' hide you from the damn comments section. Anyway, so I feel fine. I'm gonna take my crack juice, and I haven't taken it yet. I know it seems like I have, but I haven't taken the crack juice yet. We're gonna take the crack juice, which is my pre-workout energizer thing, go to the gym, we'll do some shoulders, and then this tournament, man, oh my God, like our intention is to end the day with 400,000 in chips, which would be a lot of chips. I mean, you start with 250 and the levels are so small on day one. It might be worth time. It might be that time now to take a look at the structure for the 50K, because it probably could use some tweaking and a little more play late rather than early. So yeah, intention set 400,000, go to the gym, get my crack juice game on, have enough energy to really focus in, because I like to show up on time or right around on time for this one because it's fun, man. I just love it, you know? It's my favorite event.
Just ride with me. Just ride with me.
Okay, we are seated, and get this, right? Somebody just handed me this, right? Happy birthday. He's got gifts in here for Rocky and Apollo. We haven't opened them yet, but I'm sure they'll love it. Thank you. Thanks, bud. We're going to put that in the vlog. We're going to give it to the puppies. Thank you.
Take a trip back to the past, back when I started on the keys, back when I couldn't get a beat, back when I didn't know anything. Now you got to ride with me. Like, I'm trying to be that Marty McFly. I'm going to take it to the sky, hit the pedal, then I swerve around. Let me hit the
We are end of level 1, sitting on 246,000 from our 250 start. Like our table so far, feeling good. Let's do this. Okay, so how cute is this, right? So Apollo gets himself a little squeaky pizza. Rocky gets himself a squirrel he can play with. And we even got cards, right? This card for, this one's for Rocky. According to the lab, you haven't aged a bit. Ah ha ha ha. And then another card that says, just sitting here thinking of you and hoping you have a wonderful birthday. That's very, very sweet. Thank you so much. I'm sure the puppies will love it. Isn't that cool? Aww. So you guys remember earlier when I was talking about gratitude, things I'm grateful for? It's Drea right there. Look at that smile, beautiful soul, you know? She brings positive energy to the room, always happy. She gives a killer massage. Oh yeah, get it in there.
Complete.
Okay, we are on end of round 2. Ding, ding, ding. 241,800 in chips. I do have a couple hands to share with you. One was really funny and interesting. There was a hand in triple draw where the guy was Pat going into the last draw, and I bluff raised him drawing 1 because I felt like, well, actually I didn't. I had 9-7, so if he breaks, I'm good. I was called a convertible. But anyway, he pats again. So I draw. Now on the end, I make an 8, 7, 6, 5, deuce, and he bets 2,000. And for some reason, I thought to bet. I put 4,000 out, but I was just calling. And he says 8-6, which beats me. But then he saw the raise and then folded the 8-6. So I was going to call with the 8-7, lose the pot. Instead, I accidentally pressed the raise button and won the pot. The interesting hand I want to share is a no-limit hold'em hand, playing 500 big blinds deep. And there's differences in terms of how you want to approach these situations. Obviously, I feel good about my deep stack no-limit game. The blinds are 300, 500 with a 100 ante. I'm in the cutoff with Jack-7 of diamonds. I make it 1,300. In the small blind, John Racner makes it 4,600, which when you're playing 500 big blinds deep, one of the adjustments you need to make out of position is those raise sizes have to be bigger. So his raise size is too small. So now I'm basically really priced in that deep to call with the Jack 7 of diamonds. Flop comes King of Hearts, Queen of Clubs, 10 of Hearts. He bets 5,400. We have an open and a straight draw, and we call. The turn is a king. He checks, and my plan here is to bet. I bet 12,000 with the intention of really bombing the river because there's just not a ton of hands that he has that like can fade, you know, a big bet on turn and river. Like if he has aces, he has to fold. I even think with ace king, he's probably gonna have to fold the river. So unless he had like a full house on the turn, he's gonna fold a lot. So anyway, he thought for a bit and he folded. I don't know what he had, but who cares? So end round 2, things going well.
I've been trying to tell y'all I'm out here. Just ride with me in my DeLorean and we'll kick it. We'll go back to the future, back to the past. Just ride with me.
Nice of you to join us. Slumming with the 50K players. How'd you do last night?
I lost.
You lost?
Yeah.
You always lose.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. I got third.
Third.
Satellite, yeah. I didn't win.
Having fun with these gentlemen over here?
Yeah, having a good time. I made quads.
Don't bust Randy.
It's going to be tough not to.
Famous Raymond Davis. Real Grinders.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, champ? How we doing?
You see my custom shirt?
What does this say? Two-faced.
You never know what you get with the guy.
Makes sense.
You don't know. You never know what you get.
And at the end of round 3, we are sitting on 255,000. A little bit of an uptick. Won a decent PLO pot, pushing the envelope a little bit in the big bet games because some skirty cats are at the table. So far, so good. 3 more hours to play.
We'll kick it. We'll go back to the future, back to the past. What's the deal? Show me how I gotta work this thing. I mean, I seen in the movies it's Red Bull, cause all that you gotta do is
So we're
to
end
win.
level 4. Don't think we want to pot that round. We have 203,000 exactly. I really don't think we want to pot, but didn't lose any huge ones either. I mean, we're playing limits of 1,500, 3,000. Just kind of anteed and low carded and, you know, played a pot here and there, but really didn't win any. So next up will be 2 and 4,000, and 200,000 is plenty to play with. I mean, they start you so deep in this thing. All you got to do is ride the wave. Don't fall too deep under any sort of, you know, chip deficits. But man, it's nothing to worry about just yet. Just haven't hit my rush yet.
Too focused on the basics. Like I know that you could go in a lotto, make money all day, that's the motto. But you can mess up the space-time continuum. How's there for some vibrato?
All right, a little bit better of a level. End of level 5 and round 5. Ding, 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 ding. We have 313,200. That's right? Yeah, 332. So one of the key hands that I want to share with you. It's another no limit one. So let's break this one down. The blinds are 500, 1,000 with a 300 ante, 6-way action. So it's pretty big ante. Johannes Becker raises on the button to 3,000. The small blind, who honestly, I'm not making this up. His nickname is Little Shit. Just Little Shit. That's everyone calls him Little Shit. I don't even know his name. I just know Little Shit. He calls the small blind. I call the big blind. And I've been, just for reference, I've been 3-betting him every time, and he's just not been able to play any big pots out of position against me in no limit or pot limit Omaha. I've been really pushing the envelope. But I've always had a hand. It's really weird. So anyway, now the flop, I call with 7-8, 7 of hearts, 8 of spades. The flop is 4, 5, 6 with 2 hearts, 1 diamond. Little Shit checks. It's funny just saying it. I bet 3K into about 10-8. Johannes calls on the button. Now Little Shit check raise. Little Shit check raises to 15K. So I'm hoping now he has a set, right? Seems like it's a good spot. Could have a flush draw, could have a few things. I decide not to slow play it anymore, and I make it 45,000. Obviously looking to get it in. Johannes folds, he calls. The turn is the king of clubs, nothing. He checks. I have about 175 or so. There's about 100 in the, what was there, like 100 in the pot, a little over 100. So I bet 75. Now the goal with that bet is to actually give him the wrong price, to draw with a set or to draw with a flush draw, but also not like lose all possible value with, you know, if he does. I mean, I want to get value. You got to gamble a little bit in spots like that, not just shove all in. So I was hoping he called, he folded, we picked up a nice pot, got us back on track. Another day, another bottle. What do we got today, JRB?
This will be the Chateau Margaux
Did Annie use some?
2005.
I did, Annie. You're holding two.
And I will tell you that when I opened it, I nearly just put the cork in my bottle. Somehow, 3/4 of the cork came off, unraveled, and I was able to get the last bit out. Look, that's what I have left of the cork.
Very nice.
And there's not one bit of cork in here. It tastes beautiful.
Yum.
It's going to taste even better in about half an hour.
Enjoy.
Okay? You can have a glass, Daniel.
I'm good, man. Appreciate it. Oh, so after a day with playing these fine gentlemen, we booked the profit. We got this much more than we started with. Pretty good. I'll take it. So we got
Restart's going to be tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
252.7 after level 6. So, I mean, overall, I want to say it was relatively, pretty frustrating day. I mean, I ended with more than 250, but I felt like I played really, really well. And like in stud, or, stud 8, I start with a pair. I didn't make 2 pair once. Another thing that was interesting with the stud is every time I had an ace up, which is a good card in all 3 of the games, I didn't even raise once because I just never had a situation where I could steal or a situation where I actually had anything good. So good news with this tournament is the tournament hasn't really started yet. It should start somewhere tomorrow night or day 3 even, where chips start to fly. With about 80 players who entered so far today, there's still late reg for another 4 levels tomorrow. I think we only lost about 4 players, which is typical. I mean, you start with so many chips, it's hard to go broke on day 1 unless you lose a big pot in no limit or pot limit Omaha. And we didn't, so we avoided that trap. So yeah, we got another day in the books, and tomorrow we look forward to see what our table draw looks like. And there's a few tables in here that was at a good one, and then I got moved to a not as good one. But overall, pleased to be out with more than I started with. See you tomorrow.
Just ride with me in my DeLorean and we'll kick it. Yeah. We'll go back to the future, back to the past. Just ride with me in my DeLorean and we'll kick it. Yeah. We'll go back to the future, back to the past. Everybody knows, everybody knows. Got them looking from their head to toes, and that's so slow-mo. When I spit it, it's original. Always up on that digital, trying to hit the pinnacle, knowing that this is pivotal. Trying not to be cynical, hoping